Hi everyone, thanks for taking a minute to stop by my channel. My name is Jennifer and we are going to do a review of the brand new, very viral foundation, Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin. And I have got this in the shade 11N. This foundation comes in 30 different shades, which is wonderful. It's very easy to shade match yourself. You can go online and do it, or in store. Of course, you can always swatch it on the back of your hand to check it out. This foundation, which as you know, is incredibly viral. It retails for a whopping $42. Yes, it is $42 for this foundation, so this stuff better perform, right? It touts it as a buildable foundation, so I assume it's a patent pending word. It is called Moisture Grip Technology. It hydrates for 12 hours and it works well with powders and creams. That being said, the last three that I mentioned, that it's got Moisture Grip Technology and it hydrates for 12 hours, I am of the opinion, I have tried this out once or twice already. If you have oily skin, this might not be for you. I don't know. I mean, you could probably powder it down or use a mattifying primer perhaps. For the $40 that you're paying for this, it's something you might want to think about. Just my personal opinion. The Milk Primers, it's the Hydro Gripping Foundation Primer, and I went ahead and used the eyelid primer because I am going to there goes my grammar, because I'm also going to do a quick demo of the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. I recently picked this up. This is like their new version of the Naked one. And hey, disclaimer, and I was pretty bummed, and I guess I'm the last to know, they do not include the iconic Urban Decay brush in this, and I'm a little disappointed by that. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who was using that brush, but I kind of thought it was a good brush, especially if you're traveling and you didn't want to total your brushes with you. So I'm kind of disappointed by that, but nevertheless, one thing that they did do is they expanded some of your more neutral pans on this, like your highlighting shades. That's a plus, without a doubt, because those are the ones that you always run into first. Okay, but I want to focus this one on the Makeup by Mario, and I am going to apply this with a brush today. I'll stop slamming all that around. I did have someone who watches this, her name is Kristen, tell me that I slam stuff a lot, so I'm going to try to stop slamming brushes and things down when I talk. That might be annoying to some people, but I'm going to use the Kat Von D foundation brush. This is a really good foundation brush. It's so my primer has dried down, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little pump of this. This is a very sheer foundation, very thin. I was surprised by the coverage that I got by it, because my initial feeling with this was that it was going to be too thin. That's what I had originally thought, but I was pleasantly surprised that it did give me good coverage. And what surprised me, or the thing that I liked most about this foundation on the days that I did wear it, was how long it lasted. It really lasted a long time without oxidizing, without settling into my lines and wrinkles. And after about the 8 or 9 hour mark, I would wager to say it still looked very fresh, very, it didn't look like I had it on all day. And I was very impressed with that feature. I still have to ask myself, is $42 worth what I'm getting for this? Is there a dupe out there that does a lot of these same things that's a little more budget friendly? The answer to that is yes. I'm not going to tell you which one I think it is at this point. You're going to have to wait for that. If you're really in the market for a new foundation, you're out of all your other foundations, this could be a definite candidate for you. If you're a person who only wears foundation for special occasions, you're kind of a more natural girl, maybe this is something you do want to invest your money in. That being said, remember, makeup doesn't last forever. Generous size bottle. It would take you quite some time to use this up if you are the type of girl who only wears foundation for special occasions. So keep that in mind as well. Consequently, on the other hand, if you wear foundation every day and you like the formula, maybe $42 is something you can justify. But on your use up rate, cost per wear, kind of got to wait. I was really surprised by the price, to be honest with you. I was really thinking, wow, like that was kind of why I had to get it. I mean, I definitely am not in any need for foundation. I have copious amounts of foundation because that's what I do. But I was intrigued. I saw so many reviews on it. I thought, I had the FOMO. I had to know. Got the FOMO. Do you see how well this is setting up already? I do have a little bit of shine here, as you can see, and I will go ahead and blot that down here with a little bit of powder. I don't have especially oily skin. In fact, I don't have oily skin at all. I tend to be more dry. But you can see where it is a little bit shiny. See where I turn like that? You can see where it's, some may say luminous. I feel like that's a little too shiny for me. So I will be blotting that down. I'm going to give it a minute to set up while we go ahead and work on this very brief eye look. Like I said, slamming brushes Slam on brushes, Kristen, sorry. Gonna work on that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into this color here. It's called Bribe, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep this all over my eye. I want to joke with myself every time I say, I'm just gonna do an easy dash out the door look, nothing too fancy. The next thing you know, there go the eyelashes. I'm doing the whole shebang. Before you know it, we're glammed. And it's an accidental thing. Can you relate? Have you ever done that? So I'm just gonna put a little bit of makeup on today, and next thing you know, you're like 10 layers in. Yeah, can I get a witness? I think we all do that. Okay, for my crease shade, I'm gonna go ahead in with this. This shade says Retro on it. It's like a peachy shade. I'm gonna go ahead and do this from the mid-eye up. I always like to put a little bit of whatever I use in my crease right here as well, because I have a hooded lid, so that when my eyes are closed, you can see it, but when I open my eyes, sometimes you can still catch a little bit of that shade, and it makes it look a little less hooded, in my opinion. So that's something I always do. And it also lays down a little bit of a base if I'm going to be wearing an eyeliner, and it'll absorb any oil that might wipe off that eyeliner. But I'm going to do something different for eyeliner today. I'm going to use a powder instead of a stick eyeliner. But nevertheless, I've got that down. And now I'm going to switch over, and I am going to just try not to slam my brushes. Not going to slam the brush. Not going to slam the brush. I am going to go back, and I'm going to tap into this. It says Reputation. Can you see where it's got a little bit of sparkle in there? I wouldn't say sparkle. Say a little bit of shimmer. A little bit of shimmer. And I'm going to go just under my crease there. And I should pack that in and not windshield wiper like I was just doing. Don't ever do anything with shimmer with a back and forth motion, because if you get any fallout, that's going to be a mess. Pack it in. That way it's more likely to adhere to the skin on your eyelid. Pack it in, pack it in. That's a song. Who sings that? I guess I better not sing it or YouTube will get kind of angry with it, girl. Okay, so we got that there. One last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to switch this brush over to this brush, and I'm going to put just a dollop of this gold color right here. It's got a little bit of right here on the inner eye, just to open that just a little bit. I always like to bring a little bit of light there. Okay, and I will do a quick liner look. I'm using this is a Morphe angled brush that I like to use when I kind of smoke it out, and I'm going to go into this Endgame shade. I've been actually using this as my eyeliner since I picked up this palette, because I really like this shade. It's not like I guess it's like a chestnut fudge type color, but I really like the color payoff that I get with it, and it seems to go with a lot of shades. It was a really good choice for this palette. I tend to wear a lot of browns because I have blue eyes, and blue eyes are really accentuated by brown shadows and liners. Now, if you're the lucky girl who has brown eyes, they're beautiful, and you can just get away with any color at any time. Okay. See, I love how that eyeshadow does that. Like that? I like that look a lot. This is going to be one of my favorite Urban Decay palettes. I already know this. Okay, back to the foundation, which we're here for. So can you still see how we're looking a little shiny? Before I do my mascara, I'm going to go ahead and powder that down, just because I don't like the way that that's looking. I wouldn't go out like this, so I want you to see. There's an area over here where it looks like I missed blending right here. It's hard to do when I'm on camera because I wear glasses, and when I'm trying to do this in between the camera light and looking over here, sometimes I miss. Okay, so I'm going to use this e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I like this, that it has a little bit of a pink tint to it, if you've ever used it, on how many e.l.f. dupes there are out there for really high-end products. Save everybody a lot of money in this economy. And I used a brush to put my powder on because, well, first of all, my dog ate my powder puff, and I still need to get a new one where I normally would press the powder in. I don't feel the need to press it in because I don't want a really heavy look, and I don't want to look overly powdery, because at my age, too much powder is never a good thing. It will absolutely accentuate my lines. Okay, there we go. Can you see where that took down that sheen that I had right there, and it's giving me more of a mattified, uniform look? Wow, my autofocus just jumped when I did that with my brush right there. Hey, there's the dog. He's here in the background. I have had so many technical difficulties trying to get this video started because Puppy is here, and if you guys are animal lovers, I'm a huge animal lover. I have a house full of animals. Puppy wouldn't have it. He has messed up this table with my makeup 300 times. He's messing up the pillows there because he wants to look out the window because it's a beautiful day. I don't care because I love him. And if you guys are animal lovers, you're probably the same way. He's probably going to come over here in a minute and make an appearance because every time he hears something loud out there, he is startled. So that's just my disclaimer, but hopefully he's not showing you his fanny over there. I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. He's just a dog doing his thing. But yes, he's tore up my background here. I don't know how many times when I was trying to start this video. Here, this is the Lancome Lash Idol. And I did do a short on this. I could probably try to link it up here. This is hands down my newest, most favorite mascara, maybe of all time so far. But this product really, really will last all day. You don't need to reapply this at 5 o'clock if you're going out for drinks with the girls. This mascara stays on and stays put. And when you curl your eyelashes, I'd already curled my eyelashes, by the way, this will hold a curl all day long. Yeah, not even kidding. Very impressed by its hold that it has. I'm impressed by the light formula. And it doesn't flake off. I actually took a hot yoga class last week, and I had come from church and I had this on. And, you know, like 10 minutes into the class, I was like, oh no, because if you've done a hot yoga class before, it is a sweat sash. I thought, oh, this is going to be all over me because I'm constantly swiping the sweat away on my face like an animal. And I was so impressed. It was still on at the end of the class. Very impressed. Oh, here's Tyson right here. Hi, baby. He shows up in every one of the videos. I swear he wants his own YouTube channel. This is the Milani blush. Been using the heck out of this. I can't believe I haven't hit pan on this yet. Milani, we're just going to hit a little bit of bronzer here. Oh, why not? I love to bronze. And here we go. We're adding and we're adding. And I'm just going to do a little bit, just sweep a little on my hairline right here. And I like to go right here with your bronzer everywhere that the sun would hit you. Remember? Okay, there we go. I'm really tempted to throw some lashes on, but I didn't. I didn't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to resist the urge to go full glam. Although this is a good bit. We cannot be without our lipstick. These are the L'Oreal Vinyl Lippies. I have put this in every favorite video. These things last, these will last you 10 hours. There you have it, by Mario Foundation, several things. People say that there is glitter in this. Now take a look. I don't call what that is glitter. I don't even know if my camera will pick up on what that is. It's like a luminosity. I don't call this glitter. I've seen other YouTubers calling this glitter. It's not glitter. Don't be afraid that that's glitter. It's some kind of color technique. I don't know what it is to give luminosity to the skin. I don't really see that. What I see is a little bit of a glow. I don't know if that is their moisture technology they're talking about. The way it wears all day. I like the shade ranges. You can definitely, if you had to mix 2 shades, you can definitely do that with 30 shades in there in the family for this foundation. It's a little luminous. I do feel you have to powder it down if you have oily skin. I don't think that you're going to like this unless you used a mattifying primer and tried it out. But for $42, you got to weigh the costs per wear and how far you're willing to go. So that is my summary on the Makeup by Mario foundation. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. And I can't wait to see you again in my next video.